And there's this old lady sitting here, this old Chinese lady, and she has like a lot of like plastic bags in front of her. It looks like she's been out shopping or something, or maybe she's just carrying like garbage with her. She looks kind of poor. Anyways, she's sleeping and her head just like fucking lolls onto your shoulder. You do anything about it? You let it stay there.
No, I kind of like tap her and just like, hey, wake the fuck up.
She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. She just like she lolls her head to the other side. Anyway, the train's been stopped for what's like been like 2 minutes now, and you see the back cart door open, and like these two officers like, start moving towards the front of the cart. One of them's like this like skinny black dude, and the other guy's like this small Mexican dude. And
What an unlikely pair.
Front of the cart. And like one of like these white dudes like stops me and is like, excuse me, officer, do you know how long we'll be stopping here? It's like, I have somewhere to be, you know. And he's like, sorry sir, train delay, you gotta just sit tight. and like this guy's like standing near the doors. He's a little diagonal from you. And he's just like, oh, fucking Chicago Transit. And the cops keep moving forward. You're just minding your own business, right?
Yeah,
Are you reading anything on the train? Do you have like your phone with you? This is the 1990s, by the way, so there's like no like smartphones or anything.
Oh damn! I was gonna be like, I was on my iPhone. No, I'm reading. I am reading the latest edition of Batman.
So you're like a nerd too, then? Or you're like a you're like a like nerd is in like on the nerdier side of the spectrum.
Yeah. Yeah. One would say I'm also like fleeting away from like between, like I just don't involve myself too much in reality. Like I do the bare minimum.
But I'm gonna say that like fucking the job that you have requires you to talk to a lot of people, so you're good at talking to people. You may not necessarily like it, but I'm just saying that like these are the things that your character is good at. Your character is good at thinking intelligently, and he's good at convincing people of what he thinks is right. Okay, anyway. So you're reading a comic book, and like there's like this kid who's standing in front of you with his mom, and you can just like see him like looking over, like trying to look at what you're looking at. You just keep reading.
Yep. Alright, tell him you like Batman.
He's like no.
Well, fuck you, little shit now.
I like pictures.
No, I was like, oh, why not? Batman's cool.
It's like Flash will beat Batman any day.
Yeah,
He's
but
so fast.
but Batman has like all the plans of defeating all the people in the Justice League.
He's not buying it. He likes Flash. He starts going on about like Flash, and like he's got like a backpack that has Flash on it too. You know.
Oh.
Anyways, you're talking to him when the train just like slowly starts moving again. Everyone thinks everything's normal and everything, and that's when you hear gunshots from like you don't know how far up it is or not, but you start noticing the mom quickly just wraps her arms around her child and like starts running towards the back of the cart. And people are getting frantic. People People don't know what to do. There's everyone who's near the front of the cart is starting to run towards the back, and you're near the very front. What do you start doing?
Start heading towards the back too. I mean, as that's happening though, I'm also looking looking back, you know.
And so at this point the train just like starts not only going at regular speed, but you can feel that it's accelerating. And there's people stumbling as they're going towards the back, just because, you know, it's accelerating, so people have like a hard time standing straight. Anyway, you want to give me a dex check?
A dex check?
So, yeah, 2d6 plus your dex modifier.
2d6 plus my dex?
Yeah, slash roll 2d6.
Slash roll 2d6.
I'm gonna say this is a difficult.
Plus, I don't have a dex.
Yeah, then just 2d6. Oh, difficulty 5. All right, so you kind of stumble. You drop your comic book. You weren't holding it very well. So as you're going, do you want to go back to get it, or do you want to keep going towards the back?
Nah, it's done. I finished it.
You can see the kid eyeing it as his mom's like pulling him away, but he's making no attempt to get it. But you can see him eyeing it.
So I guess to calm the kid down.
It was just two gunshots. And you haven't heard anything since. And surprisingly, you haven't seen anyone from the front carts coming towards the back. Like, you'd imagine that people would be like frantic.
Anymore, or like they already went all the way to the back?
Yeah, like, or these cops went into the front carts, so they were no longer in your cart. You didn't see the shot; you just heard the shot. And at this point, the intercom kind of comes on, and you just hear someone saying, "Hit the brakes! Hit the brakes!" And then you just like hear him scream, and the train's just like start moving fast. It's just like going really fast. You start seeing like stations zoom past you as you're making your way towards the back, and people have kind of like stopped just because like the gunshots kind of stopped, and they expected someone to come back, and they're just kind of like they don't know what to do anymore, kind of. So the train keeps speeding. And the intercom's just like this conductor yelling as though like it sounds like someone's eating him, basically.
It sounds like someone's eating him?
Yeah, like you hear like a ghoulish, like, you know, like you hear flesh being torn, you hear him screaming, you hear something munching.
They hear like like is he like still alive, or is he
Nah, he's been screaming for like a good like minute.
She's like, ah! Ah!
Pretty much. And so, at this point, the train at this point was like above ground. Most of Chicago's trains are like above ground. Like trains are like Harlem or some shit, like, you know, or anywhere in the city that's not Manhattan. You're above ground, basically. So at this point, it starts going underground. And everything just starts getting dark because there's no like outside light anymore. It was evening time, by the way, in case you were wondering. So everything's just like dark, and trains just zooming past, and like the lights within the tunnel are just like they're kind of illuminating some things and just like quickly fading. Like, you know, when something's speeding really fast and light comes in, moving left or right. Sort of
yeah.
Illuminating the different parts. So as it's moving left or right, in one of the glimpses, like, you catch like the front door just like sliding open slowly, and and like one of the cops is like moving in. He's limping. He still has his gun in his hand, but he's like bleeding and shit, and he just like closes the door behind him, and he just like slumps near the door, sitting, just like breathing.
Oh damn.
And the train's still zooming past, and like the light kind of like as the light kind of shimmers off, you can see it like reflect off of his badge, and you can see glimpses that he's like dripping blood. He looks injured. And so one of the guys in the train, he goes up to the officer and he's like, "Sir, are you alright? What's going on over there?" He's like, "What's going on with the train?" He's like, he's just like panic talking to this cop, and he's walking towards him. Do you do anything?
I also walk forward towards the officer.
Walk forward. Okay. You've walked past your comic book, and this guy was closer to the cop than you. He got there first, kind of thing. So he's like, "What's going on up there?" He's like, "Sir, should I call an ambulance? Like, has someone hijacked the train?" And the cop's just like coughs out like a bunch of blood, and then he looks up. He's like, "I tried." He's like, "I don't know what it is." And he's like, "The people there, something drove them mad." He's like, they're butchering each other. I don't know what it is." He's like, the other guy asked him. He's like, "You had someone else with you, didn't you? I saw you went up with your partner." And you notice this is the Mexican dude.
Oh, so the black guy, of course, dies first.
Well, he's not here. You don't know.
Oh, okay.
You don't know. He's like, we got separated. He was moving to the front. He wanted to see what was going on. We got a call from the conductor that one of the passengers was
feeling sick,
threatening, or not. He was threatening, or like there were threats. People felt threatened for their life, and they called us saying it was a security issue. Then he copped some more. And he says he's as you guys are doing this, the other guys been screaming for like bandages, or like someone comes up and gives them like their cardigan or whatever, and he tears like strips off of it and like starts bandaging this cop. Do you help with any of this? Do you talk to the cop? Do you ask him anything?
Wait, who's asking for bandages though?
This is the guy who was talking to the cop.
He's asking for bandages?
Yeah, he's asking around. He's asking if anyone's even a doctor, or anyone's like trained in. Are you trained in first aid? You can say yes or no. This is like totally like. Would your character be trained in first aid?
I would. He's seen a lot of movies and stuff like that. He just knows, like, how to tie things together and shit. But besides that, no. But he does. Okay. But I would say that he sees that the lady has a scarf, the lady with the sun, and he takes the scarf. But basically, he borrows the scarf. But as he went to the lady, he gives the kid the comic book so that there's something to calm the child down.
Okay. So, yeah, they give me a charisma roll.
Charisma roll?
Yeah.
So is what 2D another 2D something?
2D6 plus your charisma modifier.
Roll 2D what?
I'm gonna say difficulty. 2D6 plus your modifier for charisma. Difficulty, I want to say 8 or 9 difficulty.
9 difficulty? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
If you get lower than 9, you fail.
Bitch.
Oh damn! This kid is fucking. He's forgotten that he's in a terrible ass place in a speeding train. You gave him a comic book and a nice ass smile. He feels like $100 right now. He doesn't even notice his scarf is gone. So now you have his scarf. You go back to the cop. The other guy asks, he's like, you know how to bandage?
And like I've seen it in movies.
And he's like, name's Harry. He like puts out his hand.
And I'd be like, damn it, this is what I was thinking. Oh wait, I have it. My name's Phyllis.
Phyllis, nice to meet you.
Yeah, how's it going?
Anyway, and then he helps you. Like, there's not too much time for conversation. There's just the exchange of names and then the hurried trying to bandage this cop. This cop's going like, he's still lucid. He's been talking just fine, but he looks like he's either lost a lot of blood and he like looks like he's about to faint, or like he's not looking too good basically. He still has like his gun with him or anything. And he's you know, you can always try to take it or whatnot. You can do whatever you want. At any point in any of my narrations, you can butt in and tell me what you do during my narrations too. So sometimes I can be moving too fast and you can be like, wait, I wanted to do something here. You can even go back and tell me you did something somewhere as we move forward. So this train's been speeding for what's been like a total of like 7 minutes. This has all been going very fast, and so okay. So now I want you to give me a Constitution save.
A Constitution.
Yeah, roll.
Roll.
2d6 plus your con.
Okay. The 2d6 plus. Hold on, this is a lot. A con, right? You said.
Constitution is like your defensive. It's like how resilient you are. Did you just do 2d6 plus 16?
Yeah, that's what you put for con.
No, your modifier. Your modifier. Did I really put that as your modifier?
Yeah, that's what you did.
Your modifier is 0.
You put 16 here, dude.
Look at the Skype message. It's 0.
What the fuck? What? I didn't put 16 here, dude. Wait.
The Skype message says 0.
Isn't my con my health?
No. Con is a stat that is modified, that modifies your health. Your health is a different stat. Your health is just called HP, and you should write that at the very top.
Oh, okay, so I'm just gonna put this as 0 then. Can I do this again? Is this gonna fuck up something? Or?
No. That's fine. That's a 7 roll. It's fine. Your modifier is 0, so you rolled a 7.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fail. Anyway, so the train's been speeding, and then bam, the fucking train crashes. It hits something. The lights inside the train have gone out. You fall forward, blasting the door in front of you open. You're like in the next cart. You're really dazed, and you're just kind of like getting up, and there's like electrical sparks flying, and the windows are shattered. The trains aren't even like they're like crushed together, and like some of them are kind of like facing up, some of them are facing down, so it's kind of like hilly terrain-ish sort of thing, you know what I mean? Like part of the train's facing a ramp like upward, and part of it's going down.
Yeah.
And the emergency lights like slowly flicker on as like you're kind of like getting to your senses and picking yourself up. There's like glass on the floor. You've got a couple of scrapes. You took like 2 damage, so you're at 14 health. You should just switch. So you should write it 14/16, so you know that currently your health is 14 out of 16. In your character sheet.
Did it.
You took 2 damage from the fall. You have some glass stuck in your arm. You can vaguely brush it off. It'll be fine. But it's
I'm still like a little. I'm still like a pussy.
Or, I mean, you've got like pretty, like 5 strength is like regular build human, you know. So you're relatively strong. Like you're just not like buff, like you know, buff like other dudes. You're not as strong as a human can be. But anyway, so you're pulling yourself up, and so you hear a whole lot of noise that comes with disaster. Yeah, it's children crying, people wailing, some people like, it's just a whole lot of people screaming. Some people shouting names, and then there's some people shouting flesh. By that I mean like there's gurgling that's like slowly. There's like not too much light, and every time like the electrical spark goes off from like the electrical lines on the train, it sends out like a flare of light. The emergency lights are also on, so it's kind of like everything's got like a red glow. And as you're getting up, you can like feel your like knuckles are like wet with like blood. And as you were getting up, there's just like a lot of blood on the ground. And so what do you do?
I would move away from all the blood.
Which direction?
Towards the back. Towards the back.
Do you move? Yeah. Do you move?
I moved towards where I was.
As you turn back, the back cart is like really fucking like smushed in, sort of. So it's really close. You can just jump into the other side. It's kind of on a downward slope, sort of. And as soon as you make your way in, you look to your right, and there, surely enough, there's the cop. He is impaled by like the post in the middle that you hold to like stand on has been broken, and it's just like impaled him through the center. And he's just like, he's gurgling his last few breaths. He's like choking on his own blood. And Harry is like, he's clearly dazed and looks like he's taking some sort of injury to his leg, but it's like slowly getting up, and it looks like he's just having trouble putting weight on one of his legs. And he looks at you, he's like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know, Harry. There's just a lot of blood. We have to get out of here.
He's like the cop. He's dead. It's like, oh my god. He's like help should be coming soon. He's like, man, should we stay or should we? It's like, no, maybe we should move back.
I think we should get out this car. We should get out this tunnel.
Yeah. So you notice that like the kid's just like, the kid who you gave the comic book to is just like, he's sitting and he's crying, and you can see like his mom is like halfway out of the cart. And you go closer to inspect.
To inspect the mom.
Yeah. Or just like
the
back, the exit. They're closer towards the back than the front. There's a lot of people like, you know, tending to others. There's a lot of people waking each other, checking who's dead, who's alive. This kid's crying, and you notice that like his mom looks pretty dead, and she's kind of like hanging out of the window, and she looks all types of mangled, like the shock, the force of like being thrown out the window like snapped her neck or some shit. But he's just been like tugging at her and sitting there and crying beneath her. He's not moving. Do you move past him, or do you?
No, I pushed the kid back from the mom, and I'm just like, she's gone, man. She's just gone.
He starts crying louder. roll me a charisma check.
Okay. All right. It's a 2d6 plus my charisma, right?
Yeah. This kid is crying. He's distraught. He doesn't know how to deal with this. He was happy about Batman, but this is a whole nother level of hurt. His brain is not ready for this. No words console him.
I look at Henry and I tell him to do something wise, search the officer for the walkie-talkie and the gun.
Okay. So Harry gets down and he starts stroking the kid's head. And you go.
Just, whoa, Harry! I didn't say all that. Nah. What were you gonna say?
You start going to the officer.
Alright,
so by the time you get to the officer, you notice he's very dead now. The gurgling has stopped. He's limp. You just start searching him.
Yeah, I start searching him for his talkie and stuff.
Also, what kind of stuff do you have on you?
As in the book bag.
Are you a smoker? Do you have like a lighter? Do you
Yeah, I have a lighter. A few cigarettes. In the book bag, I just have papers. I have some pens. I have, for some odd reason, a can of like deodorant, or basically like spray, just because such a late person that sometimes I forget to like do all that at home, so I just do it on my way to work.
I like it. I dig it.
I have my keys, and inside the book bag is just papers and stuff. What else would I have?
You have like a stapler?
No stapler.
No
stapler. Just papers, a hard book, some the pens and the paper and pencils. There's one more thing that I feel like I'm missing that I would have in my book bag.
Keep in mind 1990s. Maybe a Game Boy?
No, not a Game Boy.
You didn't fuck with a Game Boy Color?
I left it at home. I didn't have batteries.
I see.
I guess I have like art supplies. So basically, besides that, it's just like scissors, a protractor, shit like that.
I see. Okay. Alright, so you search the cop, you find handcuffs on him. You can take anything off of him.
Alright,
Tell me what you take off of him. He's got like handcuffs. He's got like a baton that's in his like hanging on his belt. He's got a handgun. It just looks like one clip. It doesn't look like he has any more ammo. It doesn't look like he needs to shoot very often. He has a flashlight with him. But yeah, you can strip him naked if you want. Whatever.
I take everything that he has besides the clothes. I take the flashlight, the gun, the baton. The baton I try to give to Henry though.
He's like, "Whoa, there! You think you're gonna need to use that?" He's just like looking at the gun.
I'm just saying like it's it's sort of a thing that shouldn't be left here anyway. Might as well be in our hands than in someone else's. It's not about using it. It's more about like I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
He's like, I like the way you think.
I tell him thank you, but I don't like the way you're stroking that kid.
Yeah, so I'm gonna roll for fucking Harry. He's gonna roll 2d6 plus this dude is not very good. Ooh, he fails horribly. The kid is crying louder than when you were there. He's He's telling him everything that he has to cope with now that he doesn't have a mom, and that's exactly what he doesn't want to hear. This kid's just bawling like louder than ever. And so you notice this before you go back and you talk to Harry, and Harry asks about the gun. Anyways, so at this point, like, you see there's people running from the first few carts coming out to the back, and they're running frantically.
I stop one of them and ask.
And you've noticed that, like, as you were searching with the cop near the back, there's not very many people. Like, most of them seem to have left. There are a couple of, like, dead bodies sprawled out, but it looks like people were checking if people were dead, and they have left now. But anyway, so yeah, there's, like, it's not a lot of people running from the front. It looks like it's about, like, four to five people.
I stop one of them and ask what's going on.
They don't stop. They keep running.
Alright, so then I tell Harry that we should.
Harry just kind of shrugs as you try to stop one of them, and they keep running.
I tell Harry, like, I think we should be moving along with the people, like, if.
Yeah. He says it should not be safe staying in a train wreck. He's like, this thing might explode or something. Haven't you seen the movies, man?
Yeah. Let's get the fuck out of here. I tell him to grab the kid.
As you guys get out, like, there's this one conductor out there who was, like, previously on the train. There's a lot of people barraging him with questions. He looks like he has his hands up, and he's kind of like, you don't totally hear what's going on there, but there's a bunch of people just, like, fucking screaming their hearts out at this guy. You can get the general gist of the conversation. People are blaming him for what happened, and he says he doesn't know what went wrong. And that's when you see, like, so when you're underground, there's 3 sets of train tracks. One of them is the one that you guys were on, and there's 2 others on to your right. So you guys are on the very left. And so you see a light coming at, like, behind you guys where these people, like, are arguing, and it's just like fucking. You see it from pretty far away.
They're arguing on the tracks?
Yeah, because you're all underground at this point. It hit a station underground somewhere. And you guys are all underground.
I tell them, I try to warn them, like, hey, fucking, there's a light coming, like, get the fuck off the tracks.
I won't make you roll for this. I think this is fine. It's reasonable. People notice that some of the people who were close to that it looks like it's on that third rail all the way very far from you guys. The people who did notice it, they just, like, kind of moved to the side. They continue yelling at the guy, and the train seems to be getting closer and closer. And what do you kind of?
I kind of want to
look for.
Huh? When I'm trying.
Like, what's your? Yeah, what's your thought process here?
My thought process is to get off the fucking tracks and actually towards a station.
So you got out near the back. So what you assume is you guys hit. You don't know what you guys hit. You could assume that the station's in front of you or behind you, and then pick one of those directions.
I'd rather choose to go back if the front is fucked.
Also, on your character sheet, can you write right beneath your health, 100/100 will? That's gonna be your willpower, and the more gruesome shit that you see, the lower it's gonna get, and the harder. It's gonna, like, negatively impact your rolls later if you're too scared. Not being able to console the kid lost you like 6 will, so you're at 94 out of 100. the way you get Will back is like by convincing people of something, doing something right, or protecting someone, things like that. Convincing someone of something. Okay, so you wanted to move towards. Do you want to move towards the front where the cart crashed, or do you want to move away from?
I want to move. I want to move away from because there's people that were running away from the front, you know. So.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, so as you guys are just like standing around that other train, the light that you saw just like starts zooming past, and you notice that like you catch glimpses of like people walking to other people, and then just like spurts of blood. There's like blood on the windows some places. There's a fire on one of the carts. You see someone swinging something at someone, like kind of warding them away, kind of like how lion tamers try to keep a lion away from them or something.
Yeah.
Anything trying to keep something at bay. This train just zooms past, and then like a little further down the about like 30 to 40 seconds later, you hear another crash. And so you assume that train will crash and toppled as well. And so everyone stopped yelling at the conductor, and they just looked at the second train that just fucking went ham into this wall or some shit. Went ham further down. It went further down than your train. It looks like it didn't stop exactly where you said.
Ask Harry. His name's Harry, right? Ask him if he saw what I saw.
Harry was actually listening to the conversation that the people were yelling at the conductor. He didn't pay too much attention to the train until it crashed. When it crashed, everyone just like kind of shook and stopped and kind of just were like, what the fuck?
I tell them that something like really serious is going on.
And people are just staring wide-eyed everywhere. There's kind of not very much light anywhere. And Harry comes to you and he's like, so everyone's gonna be following the conductor. It seems he knows the way out. He knows the map and the layout down here. And I think we're all gonna just follow him out. He's like, I think it's a pretty good idea.
Alright, so I say we follow him.
So it looks like there's about like, it's like 18 of you. Everyone isn't like, not everyone's like well.
Harry's still limping.
Harry's obvious. Yeah, he's kind of limping. He's like, he's like really hurt my ankle there. He's like, walking's a real bitch. He's kind of like you notice he's using like a crutch that he found from someone on the train,
like a train pole or something.
Like, yeah, it's more of a cane actually.
An umbrella.
He found like the old Chinese lady next to you on the train. She had a cane with her, and she didn't make it, but Harry's got a new cane, so he's happy about that.
Wait, the old Chinese lady, what she had in the bag? What she had in the bag? No, I'm kidding.
I mean, you can go back and check if you want.
No, fuck that. I'm following the train conductor. Fuck that shit. Whatever's in the bag stays in that bag.
So you guys start following the train conductor. He starts like. By the way, you can take your flashlight out too. It's pretty dark.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do that. That's what I was trying to take in the first place. I was trying to scope out the train when I first got it. But yeah, I used a flashlight.
So the conductor looks to be walking alongside your train that just crashed and moving towards the front, like hugging the.
I wanna ask him what was happening beforehand, before the train crashed, because he was in the front, right? know.
So are you walking at the head of the group near the conductor, or to ask him questions as you're traveling? That's what you need to do.
Yeah, I walk a little ahead.
Okay. So you're kind of like side by side by him as you're going.
Or just a little behind him, so that, like I'm not like I'm directly behind him, like on his ass.
You're letting him lead.
Yeah.
You're letting him lead, but you're kind of there, popping him with questions.
Mm-hmm.
So he's mostly looking around. He isn't like he's answering your questions as best he can, but every now and then something will, like require his attention here and there.
Mm-hmm.
And as you start moving along this, by the way, Harry's not too far behind you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's not near. He's not too near you.
Yeah.
You and the conductor are kind of like leading the group.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys like start squeezing past the side of the train, the place is a little narrow. People can't stand side by side too well,
Mm-hmm.
so it's kind of like single filing down.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice that there's just like blood dripping from like the in between doors of when you're going between the train carts. There's like arms, like you can see like someone's hand like propped down from like the side of the door, and it just looks really gruesome. Looks like there's a lot of dead shit everywhere.
Mm.
And
none of the. So we're not out of the cart. We're still in the train cart.
no, you didn't move into the train cart. You're kind of like, you get the impression that the exit is blocked by the train. You know what I mean? Like it's on the left side. Like
So I never left.
when you
I never left. I never left
no,
the
no,
cart.
you exited out the back of the cart.
Yeah.
And so everyone's outside, standing at the exit of the cart.
Yeah.
Another train goes by, bam, hits something.
Yeah.
And then the conductor's like, alright. He's like, I know where to go. And he goes and he squeezes in between the train and the wall.
Oh, okay.
So there's three tracks, right? You guys are on the leftmost track.
Yeah.
Or your train was on the leftmost track. So he's squeezing in between the wall and the train because he knows that there's an exit door near the left if you keep going up further.
Alright.
Anyway, so as you guys are going, you get a look inside in some of the earlier train carts, and it's just like it's a bunch of dead people.
Yeah.
And as you give me, wait, no. That's the one oversight that I did. There's no like perception. I didn't make perception. I'm gonna make perception based off of intellect.
Okay.
So give me an intellect roll.
An intellect roll.
Yeah.
What's my intellect? Oh, okay. I got it. Slash roll 2d6 plus my intellect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bitch.
That's a pretty good roll. Okay. So you notice that like, you notice you're hearing sounds from like one of the train carts up ahead. It sounds like a lot of moaning.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's up ahead from you. You can still continue moving. The conductor doesn't seem to notice this. He just keeps walking, and he's giving you like explanations. He's like, he's saying we had reports of some fanatics coming in. They were trying to hijack the train or something. It's like, I don't know too clearly. He's like, all we got were interrupted messages from the front. He's like, it looked like some people were being hostile or something.
Yeah.
He's like, doesn't explain how it happened to the other train though. He's like, maybe we blocked the tunnel up ahead and they crashed into us. He's like, I don't know. He's like, we'll have to see. I bet it's a shit show up there.
I'm kind of just ignoring the sound just because like I figure I figure that if they are moaning, I can't do nothing about it, and I'm still like suspicious about it, whether everything's going on after I saw that other train cart like go by. But I kinda like tell them like I don't like, in a sense, how would I put this? I just say I just say like I don't think this is like any like, and I don't think this is a hijack. I think this is something much more than that. Like I don't try to like say things.
The conductor's like, whatever it is, we won't find out down here. He's like, I don't want to find out down here. He's like, let's get outside. As you guys continue, you notice like one of the train carts up ahead is like on fire, kind of the one where you were hearing the moans coming from. And as you get closer, the moans are getting louder, and there's just like one of the pipes above the above the ceiling that follow along the train tracks is collapsed, and it's just like broken one of the carts open, kind of like there's like a big hole, gaping hole, and a pipe that's fallen into this train cart, and there looks to be a lot of bodies outside of it. They look to be like
are they charred?
There's a lot of them are just like dead and bleeding, and some of them are moving, like crawling, like they're on the floor and they're crawling. And they're kind of crawling, and you notice that where this train cart was kind of smashed, to the left of there is the exit that this conductor was trying to take. And kind of noticing all this destruction and the bodies and everything, he's like, yikes. He's like, this is gonna be a PR mess. He's like, this is gonna cost us big time. And he's just kind of like, he looks like he's all concerned with like he's still very much a train conductor for Chicago Transit. So, you know, he's not thinking of this in like any supernatural terms. He's just thinking about how it's gonna be tomorrow when he wakes up and how the news is gonna be. That's what he's thinking about. But you start to notice that those bodies are crawling towards you guys.
I'm kinda just
And the conductor's like, hey, it looks like one of them needs help. He looks like he looks like he's gonna rush to help the crawling body.
I kinda just wait out and see what happens. Like, I kinda just look at him.
So he goes up, and he's like, oh man, her legs are he's like, come over, help. And as he looks like he turns back and he's like beckoning for you to come help. And that's when the crawling thing just like fucking just gets on his neck, just gets on him, and he starts fucking viciously chewing at him. And just like fucking, he's screaming, he's yelling, there's blood. The people behind you make like horrified screams. And so there's just this conductor who's just like bleeding out in front of you, and this body just like fucking mowing at him. And right where he's dead, like 2 steps from where he's dead, to the left, there's a platform that you can get on. And there's like an exit further ahead. And to the right of you, there's the train cart that's kind of smashed, and you notice the light that's kind of flickering on. There's movement inside the train.
I kind of tell everyone to get on the platform, as well as I do.
So they're behind you. Do you move up to let them go, or do you go first, letting them follow you?
I go first, letting them follow me. But I pay attention to what's going on ahead of them so that, you know, I'm just looking forward. I'm looking out for them basically as I'm the first one that's on the platform.
Okay. So as you move ahead, there's like this couple that's moving behind you. It's like this. It's like a Bengali couple. They're both brown people. And they're kind of following.
It wouldn't matter to me actually if they're brown or I'm not racist.
I'm just describing it like flavor.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so they get up and you've noticed that as you're walking, Harry looks like he's kind of shifted toward the back. He wasn't like exactly behind you now. So he's walking with the sobbing kid, and he's just like he feels really bad about like making the kid feel worse, and he's so focused on making the kid happier that's the only thing he's focusing on. And so as they're walking up and it's their turn to get up and to the train, keep in mind they're still hurrying because they notice that this conductor's being still eaten. You guys are kind of using his screaming time to move, but that walker is still like chewing at him. Moving. And the kid he starts screaming as he sees this because he was back. He didn't see this just yet. You were kind of the first to see it, and the Bengali couple, when they saw it, they just kind of hurried behind you. They deferred to your judgment. They were like, "He's moving, we're moving."
Yeah.
But when the kid sees this, he is screaming, and as he starts screaming,
I tell Harry that he needs to be quiet. Like.
Yeah, but this kid is wailing. The thing eating the conductor has stopped yelling and he's gurgling for a bit, and now the conductor's out too. And this thing just starts like dragging itself over towards the kid now. The kid's just screaming. The kid's like frozen in place. He's just screaming.
Is he near the platform at all?
Yeah, he was about to come up, and the people behind them have started to run the other way. They look like they're no longer trying to stay here.
Oh, so they run further down towards the front of the tunnel, like they don't even come on the plat?
No, they go back the way they came.
Yeah, exactly.
Back the way where you guys were. Yeah. So you guys are about like 5 people now, and about 11 of them just like behind you guys left.
Alright,
and the thing is still crawling towards the kid.
I pick up the kid.
And Harry's kind of standing in front of the kid with the baton.
I kind of tell Harry to, like, I tell like the people there that like we pick up the kid in a hurry, like in a sense from the platform, like we just pick him up by like his hoodie or whatever the fuck. We pick him up from like his clothing, and then we tell Harry to get on the platform too.
So the Bengali dude, he kind of just like turns around, picks the kid up, and like puts him on the it just kind of puts him over his shoulder kind of thing, and he kind of just looks to you like ready to go sort of thing. Because he let his girlfriend go up before him, and then as the kid was crying, he just like, picked the kid up, and Harry looks like he's trying to impart the kid with bravery by acting brave himself. So when the kid was crying, he kind of stood in front of him with the baton, kind of like letting the kid know that I'm gonna protect you. And then he gets really full of himself, and he tries to hit the thing as it gets close. I haven't really decided how it rolls to hit.
It's a baton, bro. And it's already weak. You should have owned that shit.
We'll do D20 hits. So, D20. 13. Alright, that's gonna be a hit. He hits the fucking the crawling zombie once for 6 damage. 2 damage. Alright, so he like fucking he clocks that shit on the temple, and like the zombie goes from like right to left, and just fucking. It looks like it got like a fucking if it were the living, it looks like it would have gotten a concussion from that shit. You hear like a solid clunk as he hits it, and he looks kind of thrilled. You see him kind of like.
Oh, I hit it.
Like, he looks exhilarated, and he starts climbing up over too. He looks like he doesn't want to. He's not interested in beating it to death, but he's interested in like showing the kid that the kid is incapable of or something. He feels like he has something to prove to this child.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you guys move along the edge, and like as you're moving along, that pipe that kind of smashed that part of the train, it's kind of like just spewing like some sort of gas or some shit, some white smoke. It's pretty hot. As you like move past it, you realize it's probably like hot steam or something. You move past, you look to your left, and there's this door that's kind of wide open, and there's just like streaks of blood, and there's just like a body slumped to the right of the door near where it says like emergency exit, and there's this red light that's kind of like spinning and flashing everywhere. And behind you, you hear more moans, and you start to notice that like near the hole, there's just like a bunch of like standing bodies like examining you guys, and like some of them are getting up off the ground as they like toppled over out of the train and they fell. They're like slowly getting up.
We go for the exit by now. This is exit time right now.
Yeah, okay. So there's a spiral staircase as it's as you guys start going up. And
I hold the door. I'm basically the one that's the last. I'm last, and okay. I'm watching the door, and I tell basically Henry to be the front, and the couples are like basically the meat with the kid and stuff like that. They're the middle part of the sandwich.
And the kid has stopped shouting, and the kid is just kind of like he's kind of just in like a shock like mode where he's just like very quiet and pale as fuck. Not having a good time, needless to say.
This is and then you find out this was like this kid's birthday or whatever.
And you notice that like the Batman comic book that you've given him is like wet with sweat and tears, and like he's just been holding on to it kind of when like all his fear has, you can see all the fear that he had being clenched to this comic book of the comic book. Like you can tell that he's just been taking all his like energy out on this comic book. Anyway, so you guys move up, and by the way, you didn't have time to check the conductor. Anyway, you move.
Dude,
up,
that guy was getting eaten. Fuck that conductor. You could have had fucking nuclear launch codes, and I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah, but this is where it gets bad. It's like you get up, but these doors don't seem to be opening to the outside.
What's blocking the way?
They look to be locked.
Well then.
They're like big steel doors, and yeah, they look to be locked.
Okay.
And you do recall that the conductor had like a necklace of keys around his neck.
But this is what I do. Okay. Oh, everyone's upstairs, and I close the door behind me. Right. Like these spiral staircases, where like we're stuck in the staircase. I go to the door, and I tell people like to take a few steps.
And after you also noticed that after you closed the doors, it wasn't like the dead were rasping on the door. They kind of just They fell out of the train cart, and that was the last you saw of them as you closed this really gigantic iron door. Closed. And as you were going up, it looks like someone came through here earlier.
How would anyone how do you say that?
The door was open. The door was open. There was someone dead in front of the door. And when you first came, the crawling bodies were going towards the door. So you assume that whoever was in this cart, or if there were any survivors, that they left through here. Because this first door was wide open, and the fact that this door is locked means that maybe whoever left was trying to keep whatever was down here.
I give like a knock and say if anyone's out there.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
I do another knock.
Harry says he's like I'll watch the door if we hear anything, but it's like maybe we should just take a breath here for a sec.
I kind of want to shoot the lock off, to be honest.
It's not like a lock. It's like iron doors type shit. With like one of those things where you'd have to like you take those metal bars and like jam them into the wall to lock it from the other side. You know what I mean?
Alright, so
you'd need something that would smelt iron.
Okay.
To get through this door.
Smelt, meaning like melt it?
Yeah.
Oh, so then the conductor couldn't have had anything that would have opened this door. Someone locked it from the other side, no?
There is a manhole that the conductor, like, that's what you assume the conductor's keys were for. There's like this chain, there's like this manhole kind of above you and a ladder going up to there, but there's like this mesh. I don't know what to call it, but it's like a gate. It's like a, yeah, it's like a small, you know ladder gates?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like one of those ladder gates that you can open with a key and kind of like swings open.
So there's a door and a manhole, or just a manhole?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a door and a manhole.
Okay.
So like as you exit the spiral staircase up, there's like a door that says exit on top of it, and then there's a manhole with a ladder coming down the other side. It looks a little closed, but the lock looks like it could be broken too. Like it's just a regular lock.
It's a lock on the door, or a lock on the what?
It's a lock on the cage, or not the cage. Sorry, the gate to the ladder. Like you.
Oh, the gate for the ladder. Okay, so then.
Yeah.
Is it like something that could easily be broken by the baton?
Yeah, it looks like one of those locks that you could buy in the store.
All right, so then I tell them like we take a breather here, but we break that lock now.
Yeah, Harry goes up and he's just like, he's trying his luck. Let's give him some rolls.
Right. I tell, ask the couple for their names and stuff. Like I start conversation with the remaining people, and ask them if they're fine.
The dude tells you. Yeah, the dude tells you he's Ranjit.
He's what?
And Ranjit. Actually, no, he's not gonna. No, he's not gonna be Ranjit. He's gonna be someone from fucking leadership. Who is some Bengali dude in leadership? Saphir.
Amesh.
His name is Saphir. Oh, his name is Amesh. Perfect. His name is Amesh.
Okay.
His name is Amesh, and his girlfriend's name is Nabila. But yeah, you can like ask questions and I'll answer it as them.
All right, so Amesh and who?
Nabila.
Okay, I've asked them if they're okay and stuff. I asked. I asked them if they can do me the small favor of watching over the child.
It's like, yes, it was no problem. It is a very strange circumstance. I don't know what prompted this to happen.
Yeah. That's exactly what we're trying to figure out here. Hopefully, my friend breaks that lock.
He's like, horrible what happened to the conductor, but uh, you, you did the right thing there. You can't gamble with other people's lives when one is lost.
Yeah. I just, as much as I like to help, and we can't save them all.
Yeah, and as you guys are having this conversation, you hear Harry just like trying to like smash this lock. He's just banging at it. And when you're done with the conversation, he kind of jumps down and he's like, no lock. It's like, this is a tough lock. He's like, maybe if I had something other than a baton. He's like, something made out of metal would do it. And
I asked anyone if they would know how to pick the lock.
What's his name? Amash says that he's like, my dad owns a lock shop, but I can try, but I'm not very good.
Well, what do you need? Because I was gonna say like I have like the pens and stuff.
He needs like paper clips.
Oh yeah, I have the art supplies in my book bag. Yeah, I have the paper clips.
Okay, yeah. The paper clips are something good to have.
Plus, I work in the office. I need to clip shit.
Alright,
can you hold that thought for me to? Can you hold that thought for me to go to the?
Yeah.
All right. Dude, this is really fun. I think I found a player, by the way.
I like it. Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him if he wants to join, but he's on Skype, so. Right, hold on. Well, because he hadn't responded in a while, so I just sent him if he wants to play now. Yeah, so let's go.
Okay. So you see this image that's here, right? Okay. You're not here yet. You see that little hole, that manhole in the center?
Whoa. My food is still cold. Hold on, I need to microwave it one more time.
Okay.
Why are you gonna eat in here?
Because I don't want to eat at the table, dude. There's people there talking.
Eat in the sala.
Nah, I want to do stuff here. I don't want to freaking waste the time of
You
freaking
be
going.
talking about the others, about...
Yeah, but they eat here. They eat here without a good reason. Everything that they need is out there. She, man, she. I don't need to listen to rules and shit like that.
Do you hear those sounds, by the way?
Yeah.
It sounds like a sewer.
Dude, what have you been doing? You've been programming the world. Like I leave for a minute and all of a sudden like I'm actually at the sewer. I'm just like, oh.
Listen to this. You hear that?
Dude, that sounds like.
Right.
Dude, what have you been doing?
Roll20 is a great website for role-playing games. They have all this thing like built in.
Shit, dude, they fucking thought of everything.
Yeah, they have a lot of shit in here.
Alright, so I'm ready. It's like spaghettis.
Okay. Yeah. So you see the image, right?
Mm-hmm.
You should zoom into it a little bit.
How'd I do that?
This thing is like Google.
Oh, I see it.
It's like Google Maps. Yeah. Let me know when you've like zoomed in decently.
I've zoomed in decently.
Okay, you see that manhole to the left?
Yeah.
That one? The one that I just pinged?
Yeah.
If you hold left click on things, you can ping them. Okay. So you guys are beneath that. Like you guys are in a room beneath that, and the ladder comes out to there. Oh, and I was gonna roll for this guy. A mesh. The mesh is gonna try to open our lockpick. So lockpick is gonna be dex roll. Ooh, this nigga's nice. His little Bengali fingers, he fucking twiddles with it, clicks it open.
On the first try.
He's like, yes, very, very easy. My father said this is correct.
And tell him good job, Amish.
Yeah,
give him a pat on the back.
Gate kind of Gate clings open. He gets down the ladder, dusts his hands, pats his pants for no reason, and he kind of looks at you expectantly. He doesn't want to be the first one up.
Yeah, I was gonna be the first one up anyway, but yeah, I say like I'll take the lead. But I don't open the hatch right away. I open it slowly and I try to like through the cracks, like try to like get like a vision on shit.
It's gonna be like it is in there, like bars, but you can like lift it and move it to the side, sort of thing. So at first you say you don't just like you don't lift it right away, right? You try to look around.
Yeah.
You can't really see around just because like the nature of it is that you can only see like these edges.
What happened?
You can only see these edges.
Okay.
Like, because you're beneath it, kind of, right? But give me an intel roll.
Wait, why can't I only see those edges? I have the flashlight.
Because you're beneath this grate. You have to move the grate before you can get your head out and look actually around, right? Like, you can kind of, like, get to
is that an intellect roll?
And kind of get an idea. Yeah.
Where am I going? Oh yeah, wow. Alright, so
2d6 proud plus your intel modifier, which I think is 2.
2d6 plus 2. Damn!
Nigga, damn! You see everything. You know everything there is to know. You know it all. Okay, so you notice that like, while you're up there, that rats are kind of like scurrying away from the direction where you see on the map the dead bodies and everything. So there's rats scurrying from here, and they're going into this tunnel here, away kind of. And you also start hearing the zombie.
Alright,
Like,
quick question.
It sounds like a woman.
Quick question. What are zombies gonna be doing in this tunnel anyway? It's not like people
There's backstory if you're willing. There is backstory if you're willing to delve into it, but yeah, I'm not gonna straight up tell you what they're doing here or how they got here or why they're even here, but you can figure it out, or you can not figure it out. That's the beauty of role-playing games.
I don't even know if I want to be finding out.
Yeah. Anyway, so you hear all this, and you become very aware that you are not alone if you get out of this sewer. What do you do?
Okay, because I know this, I open up that very slowly, but I also warn them that there's, I'm like, dead inside.
Yeah. You rolled really good on intel, so you basically wait every time where one of the sewers ejects a gush of water because it makes a lot of noise. You wait for that to happen, and then you start moving the grate. So the zombies don't hear it. You were intelligent enough to recognize when to lift the grate, and you open it. They still have not realized you can get out with the whole you want.
I do get out of it.
Okay. You can ping what side you want to go to where you're standing right now.
How do I ping again? Shift click?
Like, yeah. No, just hold left click.
Oh.
Also, what are you wearing? Like, what do you wear for work?
Khakis. Well, it was
So it's not like suit, but it's like preppy.
Yeah, it's like a casual.
It's like button-up shirt. Okay.
But yeah, I go here.
Just give me 1 sec. I want to load it. Okay. So you get there. Also, like, right behind you was Amesh. And actually, no, right behind you was Harry. And as you get out, he's looking up at you like, should he come up? Like, he looks at you and he, like, nods questioningly. Like, he looks at you and he raises an eyebrow and nods. Like, Should I come up? Sort of thing.
Yeah.
You notice that he also seems aware that there's the zombie casting. Because he's making an effort to be quiet.
Yeah.
So, do you nod back? Do you
No, I tell him to take a pause, and out of my book bag, I toss some of the pencils and pens this way. From here.
Okay. Do you wait for Harry to come up first?
No. I tell him to wait. I tell him to wait.
Okay. All right. Give me a dex check.
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh sweet Jesus, I'm afraid to press enter.
Oh man, you son of a bitch. Alright, you do it pretty well. It lands right here. and you notice that like this little kid. You notice that this crawling thing is actually like a child,
Mhm.
and he moves over to the bench.
Mhm.
And this one just looks in that direction. You kind of notice her walk up to here,
Mhm.
and you're still right here, and Harry's just kind of like looking over from here, and he's you see him. He's just staring wide-eyed, like he's like, because this is kind of the first time that he's really like seeing
Mhm.
what they look like.
Mhm.
I mean, he hit one, but he didn't know what he hit.
Mhm.
What do you do next?
Mm. Um. Hold on.
Also, nah, never mind.
I still have more shit with me, right? I mean, I guess I toss like more. I guess I toss like a really hard book. That way. Or rather.
Ping it.
Hold on.
Or if you're further.
Or rather, I tell Harry this is
You've gotten a little wet too.
Oh, what?
Like there's a lot of there's like water
Yeah, I see.
everywhere. It smells kind of bad.
Is it bad enough where it makes like my eyes water?
But like you'll see like
this is the part.
you'll see like food articles like floating in the water sometimes.
Yeah. It's dark in here though, right? Like type dark. Yeah. So this is the part where.
There's light coming from here though.
I kind of tell Harry that this is.
It's kind of lit this. It's kind of lit this hallway up. You guys are kind of in the dark.
All right. So I kind of tell Harry that this is like the moment where like he should come up. But I only tell him to come up.
Right. So Harry comes up.
Or like one at a
He
time.
moves here.
Yeah.
Before he moves up, he kind of looks down and he does some motions. You don't exactly see what it is, but you figure he's going to stay back. So both of you come up. And you hear a mesh get down the ladder. Like you hear him get off the ladder. So you assume they're waiting down in the room below you. And Harry's just kind of standing here looking at you. He's got the baton in his hand. And he's just kind of like looking at you, like kind of waiting for your direction.
Hey, wait, he's looking at me for directions, you said?
Oh, no, he's just looking at you, like waiting for you to make your move. Like he's ready to back you.
Okay, so this is far too small for any of us to fit right in here.
Inside that sewer, yeah. And there's like little bits of water oozing out of it,
Okay.
like murky.
So I think I toss like a book further here, further in that direction.
Give me another dex.
This is it. This is the
And
moment
also
where I
when-
fuck up.
Also, when you kind of peer out of here, you kind of notice that there's like a crayon right here.
Oh, crayon?
Yeah.
Yo, this is it, bro.
A Crayola crayon.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Your dex is +2?
Yeah.
Really? Nah, your dex is +0.
Sure?
Yeah, you get 5 dex.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Good. But anyway, ones is like automatic failure. So like you fumble the book and it falls right here,
Hmm.
and she kind of notices right away and kind of starts slowly making her way there. Harry kind of notices the book fumble and he's just gonna.
He's kind of like nodding his head.
Shakes his head. He shakes his head. He's like, and he just like he like turns out the corner and stands up right here, like right in front of the thing, like he's face to face with the thing now. And I think we should roll initiative. So the way combat works is you roll initiative. So we should do /roll d20 minus your dex modifier, which in your case is 0. And in Harry's case, it is d20. Alright. For initiative, the lower the better. Initiative decides who goes first. It's kind of like your speed order. So that's what Harry rolled. That's what the zombie rolled. So Harry goes before the zombie, but when do you go? You should roll too.
Alright, so it's basically
just roll d20 because your dex modifier is 0.
wait, you said so it's a roll, it's
roll d20.
D20 and then
Nothing. Because your modifier is 0. If your modifier was +1, you would add a -1 here. Okay. So you go after the zombie, and Harry goes first. So Harry just kind of stands here, and he like holds the bat like he holds the baton like he's about to. He's swinging for baseball. He looks like he's getting ready. So basically, what he's doing in game terms is called holding your action. So he's holding his action till the zombie comes 5 feet of him, and then he gets an instant attack. It only works with like melee and like arrows, like a bow and arrow or something. So then the zombie's turn. And the zombie starts walking forward, and as he gets close, you see the zombie from the corner, or from this corner, and Harry, as soon as it just gets close, you see Harry take a swing.
I kind of do. Oh damn! Is that too late for me to?
He misses pretty. Yeah.
I was gonna say.
No, he misses. It's not your turn. It's not your turn yet. So he misses pretty bad, and the zombie takes a lurch at him.
Takes a what?
Like kind of tries to bite him, or tries to like lunge at him. The zombie like barely, like it grapples him. Like it's like right in his face, and he's like chomping at him. But it hasn't like broke flesh.
But they're definitely locked in like.
Yeah, they're locked in like a struggle with each other.
I kind of just run. I kind of just run up on it and just put the gun to the head of the zombie. And then I pulled the trigger, of course.
The zombie says, "Stop, stop. Yeah, you can have my money."
I was gonna say like, wait, hold up. Is this like, he was just trying to scare people? This guy, like, whoa, wait. I was just kidding.
Alright, so do you shoot?
Hell yeah, bro.
Okay, you take a shot. Alright. So roll d20 dex. I'm gonna give you a +3 just because you're so close. So +3, that's a 15.
Roll D20 plus 3.
No, you got it. You got it. Yeah, you got it. I can just add the +3 to that, right? Like that's a 15. No, you got it already.
Oh.
You did it.
Oh.
Oh, you didn't. Oh, you didn't. That was my roll. Fuck. No, nah, that was my roll. Whoops. I was looking at that.
Yeah,
I thought that was your roll.
yeah, no.
Okay. Oh, so that's a 19. Oh, you crit that shit. If you roll 19 or above, crit.
Oh.
So I'm gonna say gun damage is D10. Crit will be double damage. So give me 2d10.
2d10. Like slash roll 2d10.
Yeah. 16. Oh, never mind. 9. Okay, 9. 9. You blast the zombie fucking. Let me roll the zombie's health.
Let me go take this plate back to the kitchenette while you do that. So what happens to this zombie now?
The zombie has 10 health, so it has 1 health left.
Really? The headshot didn't kill it?
You blasted the shit out of it. It fell. It's become a crawling zombie kind of thing. It's like back. It fucking fell back. The fucking Harry's holding his ears because like the gunshot's really fucking loud indoors, and your head kind of like rattles a bit too. You fire, blood flies. This fucking zombie's like fucking head is like, it's not gurgling anymore. Let me turn this gurgling off. It's not gurgling anymore. It like fucking dropped. It kind of screamed. And also the zombie was speaking words. It was like, no, you can't do this. You can't. And it was just like screaming that and crying as it was coming at you guys the entire time.
Is it really, or are you just?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. It was actually screaming that the entire time. It's just on repeat. Think of that on repeat. No, you can't. And she's crying.
The zombie
as she's saying this, and she's screaming. Yeah, it's a female zombie. You notice. And also just give me an intellect check, right here.
Intellect.
As you blast this as you blast this zombie in the head, and it's like falling back. This intellect check is like what you notice. If you notice.
So you want me to do that now? Roll D.
This is all in that like 0.5 second interval as she's falling down, and you see this like 6-year-old little zombie that's had like its neck chewed off.
It's a roll.
Like,
it's a roll D 2d6 plus my intellect, right?
Plus, yeah. Oh damn. Okay, that's a good roll. Okay, so you notice that like this zombie lady has had her shirt kind of ripped off, and you notice she's like not wearing any like pants, and you notice that like there's like pants somewhere over here, and you notice that it looks like she's been strangled. Like there's like some real fucking. It looks like someone choked her.
Mhm.
She's got like choke marks.
Mm.
And as she's falling, you also notice that the kid has had like it's partially his like neck. And he's like, and he's just crying mommy as he's crawling over.
Mhm.
Slowly, but he looks clearly like undead. He doesn't look like he's alive.
Mm.
And his mom's just like on the floor slowly crawling when Harry tries to just finish her.
Does Harry finish her?
I'm rolling. Oh my god, Harry, fuck it. Oh man, Harry just like makes her head like mush. He just smashes
just
her
pops?
head in. Yeah, he like already there's a big hole through like her eye where you shot.
Mhm.
You shot like right through the eye and like the like it kind of made like the back of her head explode where it like basically blew up half her brain. And he kind of just like smashed in where that hole was, the other side of the brain. It's just like this. It split the head in two, basically.
Damn.
And she just stopped. Like she stopped saying. As he did that, she was crying, and she's like, no. It's like kind of like fades. And the kid's still like, mommy. And he's like crying. And he's coming over. I didn't roll the kids' initiative. Hold on, let me roll the kids' initiative.
The zombie kids?
Yeah. Oh, okay, so this kid's... He goes at the same speed as his mom. Okay, perfect. Let me... How do I remove this character? I'll just leave it there. She's dead. So the kid... Next turn would be the kid, yeah. So the kid crawls over the mom, and he kind of like... He does that fucking Spider-Man scrunch up, and then kind of like jumps at you, like leaps at you like a monkey sort of shit.
Oh, the kid?
Yeah. Oh, he misses so fucking bad. So the kid just like fucking, he jumps at you and he falls down the hole. He misses you and he falls down and you hear him go, like, he goes flat down there and you hear the kid down there wail. You hear him go, what the fuck?
I'm kinda just...
And his girlfriend does a little screech and he does like, or whatever.
And I'm kinda just like...
Let me do the damage for this guy.
I was gonna say, like, I kinda just go to...
So that was like a 20-foot drop. So every 10 feet that you drop, you take d6 damage. So, damn, that kid takes... Okay, so let me roll his health too. He's a kid, so he has d6 health. Yeah, he's dead. He had 3 health. He's dead. He went splat on the way down, and fucking the kid screams because he's scared, just because like what the fuck just happened. They also heard a gunshot, so it was a gunshot, and then like 2 seconds later,
Kid splat.
this like baby comes, yeah, a 6-year-old kid. They hear him go, "Mommy," and then just like he goes, bam, straight head first.
But
When you look, do you look down the hole?
yeah, and I asked if everyone's okay.
Combat's over. You look down the hole. You shot down. You're like, is everyone okay? And then you notice the kid fell head first, and his head is like, if he fell head first, it's like his neck.
This is what stays.
Just like broke.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like he fell and it turned his head all the way into his shoulders, sort of thing. And he's just like lifeless down there. And yeah, and I'm just like, what the fuck was that?
I kinda...
He just said...
when I heard the kid screech or whatever, like yell, I kinda look at him and I'm just like, I'm kinda getting tired of this little kid shit, you know? I'm kinda just like, damn dude, this is like the 3rd time this kid is an OD bitch.
Do you tell Do you tell this to Harry or do you tell this to?
No, it's just to Harry. Like, cause me and Harry are the only ones up on top. So I'm just like, I'm kind of tired of this kid fucking.
Okay, and then so Nabila starts just like she.
I kind of signal him to come up.
Nudges this. Yeah. Nabila nudges the kid first. So, this kid's coming up first, and then Nabila, and then Kamesh when they come up. What were you doing as they were filtering up? Were you watching them come up? Were you?
I kind of tell Harry to stay near the manhole cover thing, and I just like scope out the area, just like up to here. I like kind of like look the left down each end of the tunnels.
Left and right. Okay. Right here you see like a dead man.
I take no chances after I see him, and I stomp out that head.
Nah, he looks like he didn't he's been shot through the head. Like he's like dead. Yeah, he's dead.
All right.
And he looks like the two have been eating him. At this point, you also see the lady's pants right there. There's like rope right here. It's about like 6 feet of rope ish. And then this guy still has like his stuff on him.
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, I was gonna check him, the pants, and I kind of want to like look at that rope.
Okay. So you first check him, and you find a wallet, you find like car keys, you find like a flip phone, or no, flip phone's right in 1990. You find like a brick phone.
A brick.
Yeah, find like a brick phone, and the kid kind of looked like him. Like he looked like he could have been his son. With your fucking 13 intellect roll, this is you being detective here, because you kind of realize a lot with that roll. Like you're perceptive and smart. So you kind of put together that like someone shot this guy in the head, and you figured the lady didn't have pants on, and the rope looked like it was used to strangle her. It looks like this, when you check the IDs, it looks like the couple is married. They might have been on the train, you assume. And you assume someone went ahead of them, because one of these guys is shot in the head, obviously. And so you figure that the lady was raped, because her clothing looked like she was raped.
Raped after the train accident?
Yeah.
Damn, this guy didn't waste no time then. This guy was just like, well
you don't know the kind of people, you don't know what people can become when things turn ugly, right? And you don't know who's next to you. You don't know anyone, right? Things go bad. Anyways, this is what you deduce from your detective work. And you also start noticing that, like, or just like, now that you have a little bit of time to yourself, you also start thinking that, like, the moaning that you heard from people, everyone was saying words. Like, these dead have clearly been saying things. And at cursory glance, it appears to be their dying thoughts. Yeah, you notice all that. The other guys come up, and they come down the hall, and they notice you looking through the dead guy's body. And fucking, as Nabila's going through, she's like, oh my god. She's like, can't believe I've never seen anything like this. And like, the kid is just pale. He's like his scream from when the kid fell down was like a shock scream. It wasn't like a time to start crying again scream. He's really shook up and he's just quiet and pale. And he's kind of the Nabila is just like fucking her woman instincts are just taking her to care for this kid or whatever, and she's like nudging him along. Nabila and Namesh look like they're about like in their early 20s. They look like, you don't know exactly what their age is, but they look like they're in their early 20s. Harry looks like he's about your age. He looks like 30-ish. And, this kid is about like 11.
Can I ask Harry something? I want to ask him.
Yeah.
Did
As
you?
Harry comes up, he's like, yeah.
I was gonna say, like, did you hear her say anything? Like the lady when they were like tight, like locked in.
Yeah, he's like, she's saying like no, and she's crying a lot. That's all I heard. I thought I didn't know what to make of it, man. When those things get in your face, what the fuck are they even? What's going on, man?
I wish you knew, Harry.
I'm getting the feeling getting out of here isn't gonna be the end of this problem.
I get the creepy
Anyways.
feeling that you're right.
Yeah, I think it's time to get out of here. Anyways, you can take the rope if you want. And if you check the lady's pants, you notice that, yeah, she did have, like, ID. She had, like, she had some lipstick in there. I don't know if you want to carry that or not.
Yeah, I'd take the lipstick.
And
Real quick, James
Yeah,
wants to join in on it, but I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know how far he's gonna. I don't want to start over. I don't want to start like another point or whatever. Like I love this forward motion where we're going.
I can blend it in pretty well.
You want him to join in? I don't know. I need to trust. I hope that he's capable. You want to just test it? You want to have him in?
It's your call. I don't know your friends as well as you do.
All right. So let me tell him to come in.
Yeah, tell him to make an account for Roll20 and to get on Roll20 first. That's like the first step. And yeah, and then you should make a script.
Let me send him the thing. Alright, can we keep going though? This is really fun.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised to how it's turning out. I really like it. Alright, so where were we? He took the lipstick, he took the rope?
I took the rope. There's nothing.
Harry's batons, like...
I was gonna say there's nothing that there's nothing that indicates of this other person that got away, right? There's nothing that can. There's nothing. Can I search for something that can give me a clue here, or is it just like no clue?
There's a shell right here, an empty shell. Like, you know when a bullet ejects?
Yeah. I was gonna say that.
Yeah. And upon closer inspection, it's like a hunting rifle round. Looks like.
Yeah.
Like it looks like it was like something that chambers. You know, like a bolt chamber.
I kind of take that bullet with that shell with me.
Yeah, and it's the empty shell. So you know that the round is probably through the man's head.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna but I take the show with me though. But I was gonna say like, real quick, this guy fucking had a rifle with him too on the train. What, yo, this guy was already a fucking killer before this all happened. This guy was doing shit. Alright, but yeah.
You, it might be signs of where you're coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like where this exit's gonna lead into. Where they were trying to go to.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
Okay. So you guys leave. Okay, good.
Yeah, we dip. Oh, but also I closed that manhole cover right now. I closed that shit.
Okay.
I closed that shit. That shit's closed. And I throw the lady's body down there too.
So,
like fuck her.
alright. As you get out, there's like hold on, I need to remove this now. How do I remove this? Delete? Oh yeah, delete. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna just bring out another tile. Just because these tiles help with narrating. I'm just looking for the right thing. Alright, maybe I'll just draw it instead of finding something.